The sound so Emma Obi Biara Aquaba Beam Ediby and Tanaka see a subsume in some cost to mess no subscribe no like you know share video so at the Amauna no so be action at Biano and the Belcost organize the Webro now so the only be now or the usual Mabusia in summer about to a journey day among the
And I'm trying to show by arithmetic that even when it was terribly bad, the persona of the man was so attractive that he got 41.7%. And therefore, common sense would dictate that, why don't you fill them again? As the historical record is showing that the first timers normally will not make it. And then add 9% to 41.7%, and then cross 50 to the 50 plus 1, and you have a new president. This has become so important, having regard to the fact that NDC is going to have an internecine warfare. I'm telling you that they're going to bring a new man. By the time they market the new man, measured against Bawumia, who is already marketed, and the figures are in his favor to the point that if we bond and we don't undermine his bid to become president, I'm telling you that there's nobody that you bring from NDC who have the national appeal and the electoral appeal more than Bawumia. If you said it doesn't matter and what is chalked should be 0 rated, and let's start with new people, that now the NDC are going to use all the propaganda and all that the people have done previously against them. My brother, it's a lottery that MPP should not get involved. And I'm telling you the truth, the nation also is ready to have a man who is tried and tested.
What if somebody tells you that this bad record of the last 8 years that you say was perhaps the most outstanding, notable reason for the MPP's defeat is still in the minds of Ghanaians, and it might not be washed away by 2028. For that reason, the MPP should choose a candidate who was not part of that bad record. Mahamudu Bawumia was a vice president and therefore an integral part of this poor record. And so people will tell you, we don't want those who were part of the record. We want somebody who was outside that one.
The first argument which we should look at, that let's start from ground zero, if we go by what you are saying. Understand? The so-called bad record, you see, I'm telling you that there is evidential support that it was not because of Bawumia. I want to stress that. And people should not say, oh, Bawumia was in charge of the economy. I've heard J. June arguments that he was in charge of the economy. And then I flip it. When the 90 or so MPs wanted to kick out my good friend Foriata from office because they believe that he's mismanaged the economy, you understand? That is the clearest indication as to who was responsible for the economy. There's no dispute about it. We never had a situation where the 90 plus MPs were saying that let's pass a vote of no confidence in Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as the vice president. And then when they take the budget to the parliament, the budget is brought in the name of the president of the day, and it's the finance minister who goes through it, or anybody of his choice, like majority leader. I mean, one of the days read the budget. So please.
But if somebody tells you, Atacha, that it was Mahamudu Bawumia who told the general public that he had sorted out the exchange rate problem in 2017, locked up the rise of the dollar, and handed over the keys to the IGP. He told Ghanaians that. In addition, Mahamudu Bawumia is the only vice president who has attended the presentation of every single budget except 2024. So he's thrown himself in as a big part of the NPP's economic renaissance credentials. So he's the NPP's economic renaissance candidate.
Paul.
And he had achieved some significant success in 2018, 2019, 2020. The improvement of the economy was attributed to Mahamudu Bawumia's ideas. This digitalization that comes across, this is Mahamudu Bawumia's idea. We've all said that. Gold for oil. Till now, we're still saying, and the NDC had admitted that they are benefiting from Mahamudu Bawumia's idea. So this was not a pedestrian part of the Akufo-Addo Economic Roundtable. This was a key actor in it. If we are saying that the economic situation, including the DEP, is part of the MPP's defeat, surely Mahamudu Bawumia cannot excuse himself from that process. But there are others who can say, I wasn't part of it.
Let me be very, very, very upfront with you and some of the people who believe that, oh, if we succeed in blaming Bawumia for the economic woes of Ghana because he was a vice president, then we'll become significant. And so this is the Asing song, you know. They do not have any presidential significance unless they keep saying this all the time and lower Bawumia because he was in charge of the economy. He was not in charge of the economy. Let me tell you, the space that Akufo-Addo gave him, he performed.
Which space was this?
Well, all that you want to talk about, whether or not we should go digital, whether we should have the address system, whether we should have the drones and the rest of them. But if Akufo-Addo, didn't give him the opportunity to look at whether going to the bonds market, is the way to run a good economy, and he gave it to his cousin, who went to the bond market a lot, and even that was not enough, and would tap domestic funds of individuals and the rest of it. How do you blame Bawumia for it? When we were talking about the Renaissance, you could see that he used to come to Parliament and then try to aid the finance minister in what he was doing. When they were reading the budget, he stopped. Because now the finance minister wanted to do what they want to do. So you could see people compare Akufo-Addo's first term in government, and then when he became wayward, now look, the one who understands the economy the most has been sidelined, and Ken was doing what he wanted to do. The result is what we are seeing. And
so Dr. Bawumia was sidelined.
Oh, please. Who doesn't know this?
By whom?
By the president and his cousin, of course. What did you see?
By Akufo-Addo and Ken Ofori-Atta.
In the running of the economy. He was not in charge at all.
How do you know this?
Well, at least I could see what happened when I was in the cabinet, and I could see also what happened when I was outside the cabinet. I'm not here to wash our dirty in the public, but show one record that, oh, Bawumia was the one who was trying to overhaul the exchange rate and he failed. Do you know what was happening?